Bonjour Français 2. We are going to continue with a learning of chapter 9. And we are now on page 512, which is point 4, lesson 4. So lesson 4, we are finally learning our third, sorry, make myself comfortable on the chair here. The third conjugation when we will be using it in French. We have studied first conjugation, second, verbs in ER like chanter, danser, parler, continuer, habiter, manger, what? And we studied IR verbs like finir, grandir, maigrir, réussir, réfléchir. Okay? And we studied irregular verbs, faire, aller, être, etc., etc., right? Today we are studying verbs of the third conjugation. The third conjugation ends in RE, not ER. ER is the first conjugation, first. Second is IR, and the third is RE. So what are those verbs? So for example, they listed here attendre, which is to wait. Entendre, which is to hear. Vendre, reminds you of vender, right? If you speak Spanish, which means to sell. Descendre, what is a descent? To go down. Rendre, to return. And it's also a very polite verb to say to throw up. Because when you throw up, you return your food, technically, right? And perdre, which means to lose. Perder, if you speak Spanish. So how do I conjugate? Remember, with ER verbs, I would remove the ER, repeat le radical, the root, and I would add the ending E, ES, E, ONS, EZ, ENT. IR verb, remove the IR and add IS, IS, IT, ISS, ONS, ISS, EZ, and ISS, ENT. Here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove the RE. And I will add the endings to the root. So what is the root going to be once I remove the RE? Let's take attendre. So you have ATTEND that you're going to repeat 6 times. J'attends, S. Excuse me. Excuse me, I don't want to stop the... Tu attends, S. Tu attends, S. Il, elle, on attend, nothing. You leave it as is. Nous attendons, ONS. Vous attendez, EZ, easy. Ils, elles attendent, ENT. So again, j'attends, S. Tu attends, S. Il, elle, on attend, nothing. Nous attendons, ONS. Vous attendez, EZ. Ils attendent, ENT. J'attends, S. Tu attends, S. Il, elle, on attend, nothing. Nous attendons, ONS. Vous attendez, easy. And ils, elles attendent, ENT. So far, so good? Yeah. So what are you going to do? You are going to take those verbs, we'll take 3 verbs, and you will practice the conjugation. So let's read together. And there's no secret. It's a formula. It's like a recipe. You have to follow it very, 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 very closely, because otherwise you're going to make mistakes. So again, I am removing the RE, and to the RE, as you see here, the verb répondre, page 213, there's a rectangle. Je réponds, S. Tu réponds, S. Il, elle, on répond, nothing. Nous répondons, ONS. Vous répondez, easy. Ils, elles répondent, ENT. So let me read. Répondez-vous en français à votre professeur? Do you answer your professor in French? Oui, je réponds en français quand il pose une question en français. Yes, I answer in French when he asks or she asks a question in French. Qui attendez-vous? J'attends mes amis qui sont en retard. Who are you waiting for? I'm waiting for my friends who are late. Est-ce qu'on entend beaucoup de bruit à la campagne? Do we hear a lot of noise at the countryside? Non, on n'entend pas beaucoup de bruit à la campagne. On entend les oiseaux et le vent dans les arbres. Does one hear a lot of noise at the countryside? No, one doesn't hear a lot of noise at the countryside. One hears birds and the wind in the trees. Vend-on des sandwichs dans une librairie? Does one sell sandwiches in a bookstore? Non, on vend des livres et des journaux dans une librairie. No, one sells books and newspapers in a bookstore. Again, this is the bookstore on the streets of Paris or on the street, right? But here on campus, yes, they do sell sandwiches and drinks and all kinds of things to accommodate all the students, right? Si vous habitez au 6e étage de votre maison d'étudiant, montez-vous et descendez-vous à pied. If you live on the 6th floor of the student housing, do you go up and down by foot? Non, je monte et je descends par l'ascenseur. No, I go up and down with the elevator, right? Le professeur corrige les devoirs et il rend les devoirs aux étudiants, n'est-ce pas? The professor corrects the homework and he returns them to the he returns the homework to the students, doesn't he? Oui, il les corrige et il les rend aux étudiants. Yes, he corrects them and he returns them to the students. Quand ils vont à Las Vegas, les gens perdent-ils leur argent? When they go to Vegas, do people lose their money? Quelques personnes gagnent de l'argent. Few people win money. Mais beaucoup de gens perdent leur argent. But a lot of people lose their money. So again here we're studying verbs of the third conjugation. And we have the third conjugation spelled out page 213. I also would like to refer you to your apps. You have a lot of conjugation apps where you can practice the conjugation that we're studying right now. And that is the end for lesson 4.